onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Check pass.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Throwing on first down. Beverly setting up the screen for Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. Down at the 25. The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Beverly. And that is incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Beverly. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco with a pickup of 16.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. He'll get this down to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To go for the offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go.
On second down, here's DeWangu. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown 49ers. From 6 yards away. And the Niners have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Looking to throw on second down. Beverly going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Off play action. Beverly. 20, 10, and finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun. Beverly. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end.
And that's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Off the play fake. Beverly. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready up.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off play action. Beverly. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 61 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pat the street! Pat the street!
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this might net him a yard, if that, as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, the 25. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Cook again. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Though. Find him. Find him.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Vikings. James Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. James Cook, 92 yards. And the Vikings just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him. Yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, they run with Madison. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ready!
They'll try and run the option left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Madison running left, and he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this one is right down Broadway, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had set. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Madison. Down right around the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a give to Madison. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried to fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now. That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Let's go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they will take a knee here. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.